Hey guys, sorry, something happened and the broadcast just vanished. Well, I'm back and I was talking about being here today, especially to speak about something that is extremely close to my heart. I have lived with this for a while and I have experienced it to people very, very close to me. So, today I'm going to talk to you all about 3 very crucial signs that you are limiting your success because of fear of failure. So today I'm going to talk about this, and I'm Komal Bakshi Chhatbar, a consciousness coach and co-founder at Soulroot. So let's get on with fear of failure. All of us have been afraid of failing, of making a fool of ourselves, of rejection at some point in our lives. It's natural. But often this fear takes such a huge space in our mind, our deep subconscious, that we stop our growth. We avoid things that are required for us to do to grow in various walks of life, be it financial, physical, emotional. Success is something that happens in every walk of life, and we stagnate ourselves because of fear. We avoid our growth because of fear, and that is when the fear of failure blocks and stops our success. Now, it's not an uncommon thing, but it can take proportions where it is affecting and impacting your life, and when that does happen, it needs to be addressed, because you and your life are worthy of success. You are good enough to enjoy success just the way you are, because every one of us is special. We created that way. That's why we were created. So coming to 3 core issues of success that stops our success are victimization. That is a space where you constantly feel that you're being controlled, that life is being unfair to you, that there are no choices left for you, circumstances trapped you. When you're experiencing this kind of a helplessness, choicelessness, it's time to stop. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, what can I do differently? Because blaming is a sure sign that something inside of you needs to be addressed. That your fear of failure is pausing your life. Your success is a little further away because you are not looking at life from a larger perspective. So victimization is one of the key signs of fear of failure. The second very important sign of fear of failure is escapism, avoidance of reality, of the subjective reality of this world. And the third, equally crucial sign of fear of failure is being in a today I think the network's working up because I'm again off. So the third important and crucial space of where fear of failure takes hold is that of evasion, of your space where you do not want to own up to your problems, where you are in a space of it's not blaming, it's not avoiding, it's about discounting what you're feeling, you're experiencing. So these are the 3 crucial signs that I'm going to talk about today: victimization, escapism, and discounting. I'm going to explain to you each one in detail with examples. But before we get there, what I really want us to also look at is that fear of failure is the most common cause also for lack of commitment. People who experience deep sense of fear of failing, of rejection, avoid committing, because commitment means accountability, and accountability is a very scary thing when you do not want to fail at any cost. So then it is better not to commit, because then it's okay not to be able to live up to that commitment. Another crucial aspect that we camouflage this fear is as low confidence. Often you find people coming up and saying that they find it difficult to make decisions. Well, if you're finding difficult to make decisions, you feel that your confidence is is not quite there, then you know that it could be fear of failure, fear of rejection that is causing you to not own up to your own confusion. So today, as we talk about these three crucial fears that are gripping you from your success, or taking you away from your success, I want you to take a moment and think about these situations in your real life. So let's start with victimization. A very clear example of a victimization would be that I feel controlled all the time. You know, my wife controls me, my mother's controlled me, my boss doesn't give me freedom. I want to do this, but I can't. I want to study further, but the circumstances don't allow me to. All of these are true. They are real. But within that situation lies a choice. Not to make a choice is also a choice, and we often forget that. This is a clear sign that we are not willing to take our choice, our power in our own hands, and we are okay to being victimized. We are okay to live with fear of failure rather than face up, take the risk, and try to succeed. In a small way, in a big way, in whatever you define your success as. The second part that I was talking about, the escapism, is again a very common space where you will hear people saying, let's see, we'll see later, it's okay, doesn't matter. But does it not matter really? Ask yourself these questions. When you hear yourself using these words, pause, move from your ear to your heart. Ask your heart, does it really matter? I had a client who was not talking to his parent for almost a few months, and when we asked about that what had happened, he said, no, it doesn't matter, it was not important. But the fact is that since 2 months you're not sleeping well, you're stressed, you're anxious. So what could be causing this anxiety if not the fact that not speaking to your parent is causing you discomfort? Owning up to our feelings, not discounting them, is the third sign of fear of failure. When we make something really mattering to us look very small and insignificant, we are discounting ourselves. Discounting also happens to our loved ones. We do not want to acknowledge the effort that they are putting, because if we do, then we have to live up to that. It makes us look at ourselves in a more worthy space, which we're not used to. Our fear of failure has robbed us of that space. So we tend to move into a denial of it. We discount it. We say rubbish. Somebody will come and give you a compliment that you're looking brilliant. And you'll say rubbish. Or you'll just smile and laugh, but not believe it. Take a pause and check how often do you really enjoy a compliment and believe it. It takes a while to notice these things, but these are crucial signs that fear of failure is limiting your own potential. It's very important to be able to I think the connection today is really bad, but anyway, I'm back. So I was talking about identifying these signs inside you and trying really hard to let them go. How to let them go is a process. It's a mindset. It can happen here and now. It can take skills and time. And either ways is okay, because each person is different and we need to honor that sacredness about each individual. So we are going to talk in this series called Fear of Failure Talks about all of these, about how to overcome this, about how to deal with it, how to explain that to other person, how to get support from your family to deal with it. This is not something that you must do in isolation. Such fears, which are so inbuilt, needs support, and that's okay. So on that note, I would want to conclude this talk. I will keep coming back with short talks on fear of failures and I'll let you know when is the next talk before I start and the topic along with it. I will also try and see if I can bring around some more exercises that we can do here together, so that you guys get a little more clearer idea of what the whole concept and talk is all about. So thank you for joining me. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you on a regular card reading session Monday morning. Have a great weekend. See you. Thank you.